Good morning, students. Students, yesterday we discussed about the conservatism, means conservatives. Then we discussed about the defeat of Napoleon Bonaparte, and then again the aristocracy which was snatched, which was deposed by Napoleon, it was again restored, and same rules and regulations which were there before Napoleonic era, and they were again started, they were introduced. But by that time the people, they had enjoyed equality, they had enjoyed freedom, and they could be the owner of their property. So now they are not ready to go back to the same situation which was there before Napoleon Bonaparte. So as a result, when these conservatives, they started the same rules and regulations, then revolutionaries, they started, or the people, they started revolution. So now let's see how the revolution started in different parts of Europe. Now, during the year following 1815, the fear of repressive drove many liberal nationalists underground, because the repressive policies were started, were introduced. Press was censored, means censorship was there on the press. Even the revolutionaries, they could not speak whatever they wanted to speak. So there was a fear that repressive policies were imposed on them. So the liberal nationalists, they went or they just had gone underground. Secret societies, and they formed secret societies, sprang up in many European states to train revolutionaries and spread their ideas. टू बी रेवोल्यूशनरी इन दिस टाइम, अगर उस टाइम पे रेवोल्यूशनरी बनने का मतलब है एक कमिटमेंट टू अपोज monarchical forms that had been established after the Vienna Congress, and to fight for liberty and freedom. Now, most of these revolutionaries also saw the creation of nation states as a necessary part of this struggle for freedom. क्योंकि ये सभी जो रेवोल्यूशनरीज थे, ये देख चुके थे कि हमें अगर नेशन स्टेट बनाना है तो हमें उससे पहले हमें क्या करना है, हमारे लिए ज़रूरी है कि फ्रीडम के लिए हमें स्ट्रगल करना ही है. वन सच इंडिविजुअल वॉज द इटालियन रेवोल्यूशनरी, एंड हिज नेम वॉज जिस्पी मैजिनी. नाउ द थिंग्स विल बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. नाउ यू जस्ट सी. He was born in Genoa in 1807, and he became a member of secret society of the Carbonari. As a young man of 24, he was sent into exile in 1831 for attempting a revolution in Liguria. He subsequently founded two more underground societies. First, Young Italy in Marseilles, and then Young Europe in Bern, whose members were like-minded young men from Poland, France, Italy, and German states. Okay, I think the things are clear to you. Mazzini believed that God has intended nations to be the natural units of mankind. क्योंकि मैजनी ये बात मानता था कि भगवान ने हर किसी को फ्री बनाया है, और नेशन मतलब हमारा किंगडम नहीं, नेशंस ही हैं. So Italy could not continue to be a patchwork of small states and kingdoms. तो उसने कहा कि उसने सोचा कि इटली इस तरह का एक अलग अलग छोटे छोटे स्टेट्स का एक पैचवर्क नहीं हो सकता, ये एक यूनाइटेड कंट्री होना चाहिए. इट हैड टू बी फोर्स्ड इनटू अ सिंगल यूनिफाइड रिपब्लिक विद इन ए वाइडर अलायंस ऑफ नेशंस. So this unification alone could be the basis of Italian liberty. Following his model, secret societies were set up in Germany, France, Switzerland, and Poland. Mazzini's relentless opposition to monarchy and his vision of democratic republics frightened the conservative. उसके इस तरह के काम से, जो उसने इस तरह के काम, बहुत सारे रेवोल्यूशन किए मोनार्की के अगेंस्ट, और ये बहुत सारी सोसाइटीज़ बनाई, तो कंजर्वेटिव्स डर गए. एंड मेटरनिक डिस्क्राइब्ड हिम एज द मोस्ट डेंजरस एनिमी ऑफ आवर सोशल ऑर्डर. नाउ यू राइट, नाउ यू सी हियर, Giuseppe Mazzini and the founding of Young Europe in Bern in 1833. It was this print was created by Giacomo Mazzi Gaza, who was a painter. And now you see Giuseppe Mazzini, he was just, and some other persons or people, they were making policies, they were just discussing regarding revolution or regarding creation of nation state and freedom and democracy. Now let's move further. Now things are going to be more interesting. Now the age of revolution from 1830 to 1848. As conservative regimes tried to consolidate their power, कंजर्वेटिव्स अपनी पावर को कंसोलिडेट इकट्ठा करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, लिबरलिज्म एंड नेशनलिज्म केम टू बी इंक्रीजिंगली एसोसिएटेड विद रेवोल्यूशन इन मैनी रीजन्स ऑफ यूरोप. और दूसरी तरफ क्या हो रहा था कि जो लिबरलिज्म की भावना और नेशनलिज्म की भावना ये और भी बढ़ बढ़ के आ रही थी रेवोल्यूशन के फॉर्म में, एज सच एज द इटालियन एंड जर्मन स्टेट्स, the provinces of Ottoman Empire, Ireland and Poland. So these revolutions were led by the liberal nationalists belonging to the educated middle class elites, among whom were professors, उसमें से क्योंकि पढ़े लिखे थे उनको पता था, professors, school teachers, clerks and members of commercial middle classes. Now the first upheaval took place in France in July 1830, and the Bourbon kings, who had been restored to power during the conservative reaction after 1815, were now overthrown by the liberal revolutionaries who installed a constitutional monarchy with Louis Philippe at its head. अब मोनार्की को उन्होंने इतना प्रेशराइज कर दिया कि नाउ यू विल नॉट बी द एब्सोल्यूट मोनार्क बट देर विल बी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्की. When France sneezes, Metternich once remarked, the rest of Europe catches cold. The July Revolution sparked an uprising in Brussels which led to Belgium breaking away from the United Kingdom to the Netherlands. अब जुलाई में रेवोल्यूशन स्पार्क्स मतलब रेवोल्यूशन कहाँ पर आ गया, ब्रुसेल्स में भी, विच लेड टू द, जिसने बेल्जियम को किससे दूर कर दिया, ब्रेकिंग अवे फ्रॉम द यूनाइटेड किंगडम ऑफ द नीदरलैंड्स. An event that mobilized nationalist feelings among the educated elites across Europe was the Greek War. अब जो पढ़े लिखे लोगों के बीच में नेशनलिस्ट फीलिंग्स जो आई वो किसकी वजह से आई, ग्रीक वार ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस की वजह से, बिकॉज ग्रीस had been part of Ottoman Empire since the 15th century. The growth of revolutionary nationalism in Europe sparked off a struggle for independence amongst the Greeks which began in 1821. Now nationalists in Greece got support from other Greek living in exile. जो बाकी के लोग यहाँ जो ग्रीस में जो नेशनलिस्ट मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हुआ वो ग्रीक जो दूसरे देशों में यहाँ से एग्जाइल हो चुके थे उन्होंने भी सपोर्ट किया. एंड नेशनलिस्ट इन ग्रीस got support from other Greeks living in exile and also from many West European who had sympathies for ancient Greek culture. Now poets and artists, they lauded Greece as the cradle of European civilization and mobilized public opinion to support its struggle against a Muslim empire. क्योंकि ग्रीस ऑटोमन एम्पायर के अंडर में था और सभी लोग ग्रीस को एंशिएंट सिविलाइजेशन है तो यूरोप का क्रेडल झूले के रूप में मानते थे, और जब वो दूसरे के अंडर में आया तो सभी ने ये मोबिलाइज़ किया लोगों को, पब्लिक ओपिनियन को, कि इस स्ट्रगल में ग्रीस के लोगों का साथ दें. द इंग्लिश पोएट लॉर्ड ब्रायन organized funds and later went to fight in the war where he died of fever in 1824. Finally, the Treaty of Constantinople of 1832 recognized Greece as an independent nation. Okay, now let's move further. The romantic imagination